Insert your favorite quote about friendship here. Hey y'all, happy Friday. Welcome back to Fearless Fridays. Today is Friday, September 16th. This is episode 133 of Fearless Fridays. As always, we thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. Whether it's your first time watching or you're a return watcher, welcome back. So, I really love this show that I do. And one of the reasons why I'm loving it lately is because a lot of the things that I'm able to discuss here actually come out of conversations that I have with my coaching clients. And I realize that a lot of people are experiencing the same things or similar things. And so when things come up in session or when I have an epiphany in session, I like to bring it to the Fearless Fridays family, and it's almost like a informal coaching session, if you will. So this week, past 2 weeks actually, one thing that has come up in some of my sessions with some of my clients is this idea of friendship, really relationships in general, but not just romantic relationships, but also friendships. So I want to focus on the friendship aspect of it right now. And my question to one of my clients actually last week was, how are you your own friend? How are you your own friend? She was in a situation where she was dealing with issues with friendships, and I asked her, are you your friend? Are you your own friend? And how is that friendship displayed? And we talked about how other people display friendship to her and how she knows that someone wants to be a friend of hers, or how she knows someone wants to be in relationship with her. And I asked her the requirements that you put on other people to enter into friendship with you, because there should be requirements. You can't just let people in all willy-nilly. Like, you got to have some standards and some boundaries. But are you your own friend according to those same standards? So I want to present this to y'all. Think about the things that would allow you to recognize that someone is your friend, wants to be your friend, is trying to be your friend, is a good friend. What are some of those things? They might be a great listener. They might show up for you just like you show up for them. There's reciprocity there in the friendship. Um, if you need something and they're able to help you, they help you, and vice versa. If they need something and you're able to help them, you help them. Maybe you are a listening ear. Maybe you are a voice of reason. Maybe you are a voice of correction. Maybe you keep them accountable. Maybe you're just kind and you just show up and you're just helpful and you're loving and you're all of these things. So think about your own friendships and think about the people who are your friends, people who you call your friends, people who call themselves your friends, and ask yourself, what makes this person my friend? What is the proof that I have that this person is my friend? How does this person show up for me that lets me know, yes, this person is my friend, they care about me, they love me, all of these things. And then ask yourself, do you have those same qualities or requirements for yourself? Do you show up for yourself? If you want friends who keep their promises to you, do you keep your promises to yourself? If you want friends who you can be accountable to, who can help keep you accountable for certain things, do you hold yourself accountable? If you want friends who are honest with you, are you honest with yourself? If you want friends who have high standards so that you are constantly moving higher, do you maintain high standards for yourself? If you want friends who are kind to you, who are loving to you, are you kind and loving to yourself? Think about all of the ways in which you recognize that someone is your friend, and ask yourself, am I a friend to myself? Because the reality is, and sometimes it's a sad reality and sometimes it's a hard reality to receive, friendships can come and go. You hope that you have a handful of solid people in your life who are with you through many, 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 many years in many situations, who know you through and through, who can speak to you honestly, who can love you, who can support you. You hope that you have, a handful of solid people. But the reality is, friends come and go, but you stay with you. People come and go, but you stay with you. And so we have to learn how to be our own friend, how to do for ourselves all of the things that we want and hope and need and require from a friend. We have to show up for ourselves as our own friend. We have to talk to ourselves as we would speak to our friend. And hopefully we speak to our friends with love and with kindness and with consideration. But that was another thing that came up in the coaching session was, you're so hard on yourself. And if you were a friend, how would you speak to your friend about what they're going through? Would you be so harsh, or would you try to reassure them? Would you be kind to them? Would you hold space for them? Would you hold space for their heart if they're hurting? And sometimes that requires, friendship does require, telling a hard truth, but you tell a hard truth in a kind and a loving way. And so when you have to tell yourself a hard truth, are you kind and loving to yourself, or are you harsh and mean? Do you beat around the bush with yourself, or do you get to the point with yourself? Some people like people who beat around the bush. Some people like people who get to the point. I tend to be the second. Get to the point. Let's just get to the point. So are you straightforward with yourself? Do you beat around the bush with yourself? Are you kind to yourself? Do you hold space for yourself? Do you give yourself grace? Do you speak to yourself with love? What kind of friend are you to yourself? That's really it. Quick, easy. Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about this week, share with y'all this week. So as you go through the rest of the week and into next week, ask yourself, do I even know how to be my own friend? And if you don't, learn how to be your own friend. Rather than running around trying to make sure everybody else is your friend, ask yourself, am I my own friend? Do I like myself? Do I like me? Do I like spending time with me? Maybe I need to spend some time with myself to rediscover myself. Rather than trying to make sure that I'm a friend to so many other people, let me make sure that I'm a friend to myself. And maybe that's something that you can engage in this weekend. So that's all I have for y'all this week. As always, the euphoria of fearlessness trumps the comfort of staying safe. And journey bolder and be a bold, fearless friend for yourself and to yourself. Happy Friday, and I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye-bye.